Good morning, students. All last class we finished the current electricity problems. Today we will discuss about the moving charges and magnetism. So new chapter name will be moving charges and magnetism. Okay, from this chapter 13 marks will come in the examination. In that, one mark will come, two marks will come, one 3 marks question, one 5 marks question. Problems rarely asked on this. Generally, maybe one problem in the 2 marks they will ask, 1 mark, 2 mark, and standard 5 and 3 marks questions they will ask. So we will discuss about 1 mark questions, that is enough in this chapter, and problems also. 1 or 2 problems we will do. What is the first problem? See, what is the nature of force between two parallel conductors carrying current in the same direction? What is the nature of the force? What is the nature of the force between two parallel conductors? Between two parallel conductors. Between two parallel conductors carrying current in the same direction. Carrying current in the same direction. If currents are moving in the same direction, there will be attractive force. Currents are in opposite direction, there will be repulsive force. This is a wire carrying current like this. This is a wire carrying current like this. What is the force between them? Will be attractive force. So option attractive force. See the second question. What is Lorentz force? What is Lorentz force? The total force experienced by a charge moving with velocity in the presence of magnetic field and electric field is called Lorentz force. The total force experienced by a charge moving with some velocity in the presence of electric and magnetic fields is called Lorentz force. So in a region, electric field is there, also magnetic field is there. In that region, a charged particle enters with some velocity. Then electric field will apply force on that, magnetic field will apply force on that. The net force on a charged particle moving with some velocity in the presence of electric and magnetic fields will be called as the Lorentz force. Formula for Lorentz force will be Q into E bar plus V bar cross E B bar. This is the formula. Next, see the third question. A charged particle enters an electric field in the direction of electric field. A charged particle enters an electric field in the direction of electric field, in the direction of electric field. Then what is the nature of the path? Nature of the path. Nature of the path traced by it. Answer will be straight line. Okay. For example, electric field is like this. Here a charged particle, positively charged particle is there. Already it is moving. We applied electric field. Then it will move in the same direction with increase in velocity. For example, it is negatively charged particle. It will move in the opposite direction. Force acting on it will be opposite. Okay, it is going like this actually. Then when electric field is applied, its velocity will decrease because it is negatively charged particle. Force acting on it will be opposite to the direction of electric field. So whether force decreases or force increases, path of that particle will be straight line only. If you write straight line, that is enough. Next, fourth question, write the expression for force experienced by a straight conductor of length L carrying steady current I moving in a magnetic field, in a uniform electromagnetic field B. So, write the expression for force experienced by a straight conductor of length L. Write the expression for force experienced by a straight conductor of length L carrying current I placed in a magnetic field of induction capital B. One conductor is there, its length is L, I is the current flowing through it. It is kept in a magnetic field of induction B. What is the force acting on it? Answer will be F bar is equal to I into L bar cross B bar, or F is equal to BIL sin theta. In vector form, this is the formula. Its magnitude will be equal to BIL sin theta. This is the conductor. its length is L. It is kept in a magnetic field like this. Theta, current I is flowing through it. Then this magnetic field will apply force on this conductor. What is the force means? BIL sin theta. Clear? Next, define current sensitivity of a galvanometer. Next question. Define current sensitivity of a galvanometer. Current sensitivity means how we will define deflection per unit current will be called as the current sensitivity. So it is the deflection. It is the deflection produced in the galvanometer. It is the deflection produced in the galvanometer per unit current. In moving coil galvanometer, BIAN is equal to C theta. From this, theta by I is equal to BAN by C. This will be called as the current sensitivity. So formula for current sensitivity will be theta by I, that is BAN by C. The deflection produced in the galvanometer per unit current will be called as the current sensitivity. Okay. Next, sixth question. What is the nature of the force between two infinitely long straight parallel conductors? What is the nature of the force between two long straight parallel conductors? Parallel conductors carrying current in opposite direction. If the conductors are carrying current in the opposite direction, there will be repulsive force between the two. So answer, repulsive force. How this is came, see, just for understanding, this is conductor, this is another conductor. Okay. Because of this conductor, here there will be cross field. Because of this conductor, there will be cross field. Okay. Now field is Fleming's left hand rule. Field is forefinger is indicating the field inward. Current is in the downward direction. So force on this will be like this. This one like this. And here current is in the upward direction. See the thumb, it is like this. So they will repel with each other. Next. Seventh question. Write the value of Bohr magneton. Write the value of Bohr magneton. Okay, its value will be 9.27 into 10 power 9 minus 24 Bohr magneton mu E is equal to 9.27 into 10 power minus 24 ampere meter square. Okay, this is the value of Bohr magneton. Next question. Mention the SI unit of magnetic moment. Mention the SI unit of magnetic moment. Magnetic moment SI unit will be ampere meter square, or we can write it as joule per Tesla. Ampere meter square or joule per Tesla, that is the SI unit of magnetic moment. Okay. Next, these are the main important 1 mark questions. Next, in 2 marks questions, 1 or 2 problems will be there. How the problems will be there? See the remaining questions. If you ask for 2 marks, state amperes circuit and represent it mathematically. State ampere circuit and represent it mathematically. What is toroid? Mention an expression for magnetic field at a point inside the toroid. You can write it. Mention the expression for magnetic field produced at the center of the axis of a current carrying solenoid and explain the terms in it. This is a solenoid. What is the magnetic induction inside the solenoid? B is equal to mu naught Ni. For solenoid, magnetic induction will be mu naught Ni, where mu naught will be the permeability of the free space, N is the number of turns per unit length, I will be the current. Okay. Next, what is a moving coil galvanometer? What is the principle of the moving coil galvanometer? Moving coil galvanometer is an instrument used to measure the strength of the current. Okay. Current flowing through the coil is directly proportional to deflection of the coil. That is the principle of moving coil galvanometer. Next, write the expression for force acting on a current carrying conductor and explain the terms in it. Force acting on a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field. F is equal to BIL sin theta. B value will be magnetic induction. I will be current. L is the length of the conductor. Theta is the angle between magnetic field and length of the conductor. Okay, like this questions will be there. Simple questions will be there. Next, some problems in 2 marks there is a chance to ask. We'll do that problems. What they are asking. See what is the problems are there. Write down. A galvanometer having coil of resistance. A galvanometer having coil of resistance 12 ohms gives full scale deflection. Full scale deflection for a current of 4 milliampere. How can it be converted? How can it be converted into a voltmeter of range 24 volt? Galvanometer resistance will be 12 ohms. So capital G is equal to 12 ohms. Ig value will be 4 milliampere. 4 into 10 power minus 3 amperes. And how it will convert into a galvanometer of resistance 24 volt? R value is how much? What is the formula used to convert galvanometer into voltmeter? Will be V is equal to Ig into G plus R. V value will be 24. This value 4 into 10 power minus 3. G value will be 12 plus R. Okay. So 12 plus R is equal to 24 by 4 into 10 power minus 3. 4 6 will cancel, it becomes 6000. R is equal to 6000 minus 12. So that will be 88. So 5988 ohms. So by connecting a resistance of 5988 ohm to galvanometer in series, it will be converted into a voltmeter of range 24 volt. Compulsorily note this point. You had to mention it. If you write here and if you leave, there is a chance of losing the marks. You have to write the conclusion statement here. What you have to write? Therefore, by connecting a resistance of 5988 ohms in series to galvanometer, by connecting a resistance of 5988 ohm in series to galvanometer, comma, it will becomes as voltmeter. This line is important. Okay. Next question. See, what is that? In a region, an electric field E bar is equal to 5 into 10 cube. In a region, in a region, an electric field E bar is equal to 5 into 10 cube J cap Newton per Coulomb, and magnetic field of B bar is equal to 0.1 K cap Tesla. Tesla are applied. Okay, full stop. A beam of charged particles. A beam of charged particles are projected along x-axis. Are projected along x-axis. Find the velocity of charged particles. Find the velocity of charged particles which moves undeflected in this crossed fields. Now see, charged particles are moving along the x-axis. Electric field is along y-axis, J cap. Magnetic field is along the z-axis. The particles are not deflecting means force on the charged particles by the electric field and by the magnetic field are equal and opposite. Okay, so answer, since particles are not deflecting, force on it by the electric field is equal to force on it by the magnetic field. So this value will be EQ. This value will be equal to BQV. Both sides VQQ will cancel. V is equal to E by B. Here E value they gave 5 into 10 cube. B value they gave 0.1. So this is 5 into 10 power 4 meter per second. So what is the velocity of the charged particles means 5 into 10 power 4 meter per second. Okay. Next, if you consider the 3 marks questions and 5 marks questions in this chapter, all standard questions will be there. All of you prepared that, hope all of you are prepared that questions. What are the 5 marks questions in this chapter means, very one direct 5 marks question will come in this. So first one will be expression for magnetic induction on the axis of a circular coil. Okay. So expression for B on axis of A circular coil. This is first question. Next question, second question, expression for force between two straight parallel conductors. Next, third question, if you take, these two are enough for 5 marks questions. For 3 marks questions, if you take force acting on the charged particle, Ampere's circuit law, and explain it, what are the 3 marks questions we will discuss. What is the first one? Expression for force on a charged particle moving in a magnetic field. Next, explain the terms. When it will be minimum and maximum. When it will be minimum and maximum. Like this, 2-3 questions, 1 mark questions connected. They will frame it as 1 3 marks question. Next, Ampere's circuit law state. Ampere's circuit law. Okay, and derive expression for magnetic field. Derive expression for magnetic field. Magnetic field due to a long current carrying conductor. Next, how explain how a galvanometer will convert as voltmeter. Okay, next, how galvanometer will be converted into ammeter. That will be 4th question. Like this, simple state and explain Biot-Savart's law. Like this, simple questions will be there. Easily you can write these questions and derive an expression for torque acting on a current carrying coil. Like this, these are the important 3 marks questions. All of you prepare. We'll stop now today.